Good morning. So today, we, the Group 8, will discuss the topic helping others. So together with my group mates, Diana Ailey Masendil, Shanelin Doy Lungsod, and Hussein Ismail, we will be discussing the topic that involve in the helping others. So good day, I'm Karen Kate Alconado and I will be discussing the helping others. So why do we help? Why and when will people help? Who will help and what can be done to lessen the indifference and increase the helping? So these are the primary questions in today's topic. So first, let us know what is altruism. So altruism, it is a selfishness in reverse, which is an altruistic person is concerned and helpful even when no benefits are offered or expected in return. So, altruism is a motive to increase another's welfare without conscious regard for one's self-interest. So the altruism, it is the selfless concern for the well-being of others, wherein it is the opposite of selfishness, where people primarily focus on their own needs and desires. An altruistic person is motivated siya by a genuine desire to help others, even though walang kapalit or wala silang nagigain na reward when they are helping others. So there are many examples of altruistic behavior, such as volunteering, giving your time to help others that are in need, such as when you volunteers at a homeless shelter or in a food bank. Second is donating to charity, which is giving money or other resources to support a cause you believe in. Helping a stranger, assisting someone in needs like adults that can't cross the road. And lastly is caring for a sick family member. So taking care of a sick loved one, even if it means sacrificing your own time and energy. So in essence, altruism is about putting others' needs before your own sake and acting out of kindness and compassion. So next in the topic is we have the social exchange and the social norms. So we have the rewards, internal rewards and guilt, feel good, do good, and exceptions to the feel bad, do good scenario. So there are several theories of helping agree that in the long run, helping behavior can benefit the giver as well as the receiver. So there is one explanation assumes that human interactions are guided by this social economics. We exchange not only in material goods and money, but we also exchange in the social goods, such as in love, services, information, status. So in doing so, we aim to minimize cost and maximize the rewards. So the social exchange theory does not contend that we consciously monitor cost and rewards, only that such considerations predict the behavior. So the first one is the rewards. So rewards that motivate helping may be external or internal. When businesses donate money to improve their corporate images, or when someone offers a ride hoping to receive appreciation or friendship, the reward is external. So the reward is we give to get. Thus, we are most eager to help someone attractive to us, someone whose approval we desire. So an experiment in our everyday life, public generosity boosts one's status, while this selfish behavior can lead to punishment. So ang rewards is it may be also a internal. Helping also increases our senses of self-worth. Helpings boost the self-worth explains why so many people feel so good after doing a good act to other people. So to escape the circularity, we must define that the rewards and the cost independently of helping behavior. So if social approval motivates helping, then an experiment, we should find that when approval follows helping increases, and it does. So next is the internal rewards. So the internal rewards are the intrinsic motivators that come from within an individual. So they are psychological benefits that are self-generated, and they are often stem from the enjoyment of the task itself or the sense of accomplishment it brings. So these rewards includes the sense of accomplishment, personal growth, autonomy, purpose, challenge, and recognition. So when a sense of accomplishment arises from successfully completing a task or even achieving goals, it may lead to feelings of pride and satisfaction. While the personal growth is the intrinsic motivation to learn new skills and develop oneself. With the autonomy, it refers to the psychological rewards of having control over one's work and decision-making processes. So the purpose is a sense of meaning and significance that comes from knowing one's work contributes to something larger than oneself. The challenge, it is the thrill and excitement that comes from taking on difficult tasks and pushing one's limit. The recognition, it is the psychological reward of being acknowledged and appreciated for one's contribution. So therefore, the internal rewards are the intrinsic motivators that comes from within an individual, wherein they are psychological benefits that are self-generated, and it is often stem from the enjoyment of the task itself or the sense of accomplishment it brings. So these rewards are crucial for a long-term motivation and job satisfaction, as they provide a sense of the, like what I said earlier, the purpose, personal growth, and the fulfillment. And next is the guilt. Guilt is a powerful and often painful emotion of an individual. It can significantly influence the human behavior. So people often go to great lengths to alleviate guilt, whether through confessions or repentance, or even scapegoating. So experiments have shown that individuals who have been induced to lie or commit other transgressions are more likely to engage in acts of kindness or volunteerism to atone for their misdeeds. So this behavior suggests a deep-seated desire to restore one's self-image and redeem oneself in the eyes of the others. So moreover, the guilt can serve as a powerful motivator for a positive change, leading to apologies, confessions, and act of kindness. So by understanding the psychological impact of guilt, we can appreciate its role in shaping humans' behavior and promoting the social harmony. And lastly, for my part, is the feel good, do good, and exemptions to the feel bad, do good scenario. So the psychological principle of feel good, do good suggests that people in a negative mood are more likely to help others. So this phenomenon it is often explained by the desire to alleviate one's own negative feelings through the altruistic behavior. However, it is important to note that this effect is not universal and is subject to several nuances. while guilt and sadness can indeed motivate helping behavior. Other negative emotions, such as anger, can lead to aggression and less pro-social behavior. Additionally, the specific circumstances of the situation, such as the perceived cause of the negative mood, can influence whether a person is more or less likely to have. So for instance, if a person feels guilty about a personal failure, they may be more likely to help others to make up for it. However, if the negative mood is caused by the external factors such as a stressful event, they may be less likely to help others. So furthermore, the feel-good do-good effects suggest that people in a positive mood are also more likely to help others. Positive emotions can broaden people's perspective, increase their empathy, and make them more receptive to helping others. However, the specific nature of the positive mood can also influence helping behavior. So, for example, you are feeling elated or excited. It may lead to more spontaneous acts of kindness, while feeling calm and content may lead to more sustained and deliberate helping behaviors. So, in conclusion, while the feel bad do good and feel good do good effects offer a valuable insights into the psychological of helping behavior, it is important to recognize that these effects they are not always straightforward. The specific emotions, experience, the circumstances that surrounds the situation, and the individual's differences can all play a role in determining whether a person will help others. So that would be all for my part. Now let's proceed to Miss Diana Edemasinda. Thank you so much.
So, evolutionary psychology is about how our actions are guided by the need to pass our genes to the next generation. According to Richard Dawkins in his book, The Selfish Gene noong 1976, sabi niya dito, ang genes want to survive, so they influence us to act in ways that help them live on. So Donald Campbell, 1975, explained that this makes us naturally focus on what's best for ourselves and our survival. But we still help others sometimes. We are more likely to help family because they share our genes, and helping them helps our genes survive too. Ito yung tinatawag nilang kin. For example, if a parent jumps into a river to save their child, they are risking their own life, but they do it kasi kinikerry ng anak nila yung genes nila. We also help people who might help us back later. Ito yung tinatawag nilang reciprocity. Even though these acts seem selfless, they still work in favor of our genes. For example, tinulungan mo yung kaibigan mo to move to a new house, so they might help you later or nag-expect ka na tulungan ka nila pabalik. Okay, so kin protections means we are more likely to help family because they share our genes. David Varash, 1979 said, genes help themselves by making parents care deeply for their kids. So parents usually care more about their kids than kids care about them because parents have more genes at stake. J.B.S. Halden joked that he wouldn't die for one brother but might for three brothers or nine cousins. So nagpapakita lang to ng kin selection, which is helping a family based on how closely related they are. So studies found that identical twins na nagsashare ng all genes help each other more than fraternal twins na nagsashare lang ng half genes. Reciprocity means helping because nag-expect ka na tutulungan ka nila pabalik. So for example, baboons that stay close to their friends have healthier babies, and vampire bats share food with friends who need it. And people in small towns are more likely to help each other than those in big cities. So the idea of group selection says that groups of people who help each other survive longer than groups who don't. So social insects like bees and ants show this by working together to help their colonies. So these examples show how helping others can lead to mutual benefits, whether in animals or humans. Okay, so merong three main ideas about why people help others. Ito yung exchange, social norm, and evolutionary theories. So sinasabi nila na people help either because they expect something in return or because they just want to help. So these ideas try to explain why we help based on our feelings, thoughts, and society. But it is hard to prove them because they often explain things after they happen, so making it seem like that's how things were always meant to be. So a good idea should help us predict what will happen and explain why people help in different ways. So these three ideas do this by explaining both planned and random acts of helping. Okay, so when emergency happen, people often don't help because there are other people around. So psychologists Bibb Lataine and John Darley in 1970 showed that when people are alone, they are more likely to help. But when there are others nearby, they are less likely to act. So in their experiments, people help more when they were alone or with just one other person, but help less when there were more people around. So this also happens online. People are more likely to help if they think they are the only one who receive a request. Latane and Darley explain that when many people are around, no one feels responsible to help. Okay, so in an experiment by Latane and Darley in 1968, students were either alone or with two strangers in a room filling out questionnaire. So while they were working, smoke started coming out into the room. So the students who were alone noticed the smoke very quickly, usually in less than 5 seconds. But the students in groups took much longer, about 20 seconds, to notice the smoke. So this showed that when people are in groups, they might not notice emergency as quickly. Okay, so in an experiment by Latane and Darley, people in a room with smoke didn't react quickly because they saw others staying calm. So they thought everything was okay and didn't do anything. So this shows how we sometimes look at other people to know how to act. So if others are calm, we think there's no problem at all, even if there is. So Thomas Gelovic and others, 1998, called this illusion of transparency. Transparency. So meaning, we think others can see how worried we are, but they usually can't. In the experiment, the group didn't report the smoke because they made up reasons like air conditioning problem instead of thinking it was a fire. This happens in real life too when people aren't sure if something is an emergency. Okay, so in an experiment by Darley and Latane, 1968, participants were asked to talk about their problems over an intercom. During the conversation, one person pretended to have a seizure and asked for help. When the participants thought they were the only ones hearing the emergency, 85% of them went to get help. However, when they thought there were four people listening, only 31% of them went to help. So this shows that when people are in group, they feel less responsible to act. Even though they knew something was wrong, they were unsure whether someone else would help, and this made them hesitate. Afterward, many participants said that the presence of others made them unsure about what to do, even though they were worried. So this is an example of the bystander effect, where people are less likely to help when others are around. Okay, so in the experiments by Darley and Latane, 1968, there was a question about whether it was right to trick people into thinking someone was having a seizure. The participants didn't know what was really happening, so they didn't give permission beforehand. After the experiment, the researchers explained what happened and everyone said they understood and agreed it was okay. They also said they would be willing to join similar experiment in the future. Other researchers like Schwartz and Gottlieb 1981 found that most people felt the experiment was fair. In some experiments in real life, helpers would step in if others didn't help, so the situation would be taken care of. The main idea is that psychologists need to keep people safe while studying behavior and use what they learn to improve society. That's all. Thank you.